season Super Bowl. It's the 49ers and the Jets on Thursday night primetime.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships. And if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
Calling officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Purdy. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Purdy off the play fake. And he'll just get rid of it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. From the 16, Purdy. And that nearly an interception here. It's opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. Gay's kick is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
Man, I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Jets have recovered.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Parkey is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. From the 35 on second down, Purdy, his throw incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Purdy.
And that is incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On second down, Elliott.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He's going to keep this again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Throwing again on second down. Purdy. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on second down.
Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Purdy looking to throw.
Going up top. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And
gain knocks this one through, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, good start for him in this one here, the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And New York set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 22, Fields. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Elliott running right. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Parkey is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Purdy. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And this is going to be incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now he'll try to run with this, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Purdy. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Purdy. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Flush to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing here, Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
From the 38, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Fields, complete to Likely. And he is going to have the Jets first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
To the air again, Fields. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw again on second down. Fields. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Throwing again is Fields. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back to throw, Fields.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Parkey is good, and they will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test as they'll match up against the Cleveland Browns. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Miami Dolphins. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and he's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Now Fields.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Here's the option, running right. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Completes it to Samuel. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy from the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dexter Lawrence drops him for a loss of 14 yards. And it also brings up 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Gay's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And New York set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. On first down, Fields on target to his man, Likely. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Fields. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Well, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
45 yards rushing now. 8 carries for him so far.
Touchdowns have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Up the gut, McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, it's Purdy. Looking sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Kayvon Thibodeau now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing here, Purdy. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The New York set to take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 22, Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Fields now to throw. Caught by Wilson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Fields. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On first down, Purdy.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Out of the gun, Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 2nd and 7. Inside give to Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now it's Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Fields. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Purdy, big 4th down play. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So now the Niners down by 16. A minute 46 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Here's Purdy. Looking for Gray, and he's got him. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Purdy to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Purdy now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Purdy on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.